Welcome back to the Red Cup Review. Today we're looking at the Diamond Select Toys DC Gallery statue of The Dark Knight Returns. It's a little bit of an older statue, but it's awesome. Stay tuned. This piece is cool as hell. If you're a Dark Knight fan, and I don't really say this very often, this is a must-have. I'm a Dark Knight Returns fan. This is staying in my collection. There are a couple of little caveats that they kind of missteps in my opinion. You know, I'm going to try to be as critical as possible, but this thing looks freaking great, all right? It's about 8.5 inches tall or so, about 10 inches across, and about 10 inches deep or so. And it looks great. It looks really awesome. It's going to look great on your mantelpiece or in a corner kind of looking over. You want to put this thing on like the edge of something so it looks like the characters are like looking down kind of on you. But it is not perfect nonetheless. Now here's a little thing right here. You can see the lines up here in the suit are actually two different molds, but that's okay because they ran the lines along the stitching of the outfit, so that's fine. Just something I wanted to point out. Here's a little something. Oh, the paint itself doesn't have too much bleed, if any bleed in it at all, so that's always a great thing. There's a little bit, as you can see on the side of the Dark Knight's face over here, just a little up in that corner. So let me get my hand out of this so you can see it. And again, over here where Carrie's arm should have been resting on her actual leg. You really can't tell when you're looking at it like that, but from the side you could actually see a little bit of an indentation in the leg molding itself, so that should have been dropped down a little bit lower. Also, the colors aren't as bright or as highly detailed as you would have hoped they were according to the pre-order pictures, especially in the stone. But the stone, I'm talking all this right now, and then I look down at the stone, and right here it actually looks pretty damn good. Again, we got to consider price point and everything else. So the shadows land really well on this, depending on where your light source is coming from. Very well done. Here's a little bit of a nit. Here's something that I love and also at the same time just kind of occurred to me. Take a look at how the smoke is billowing up behind the characters. Now, from this angle here, it looks really well done. Like it's actually filling in the background. So I think it's necessary. I think it's needed. I actually really like the smoke coming up out of the background to kind of add a little bit extra in the whole diorama aspect of the statue. But when you look at it up close, and I don't know how else they could have done this because the paint job on it is actually pretty cool. It's casted in clear resin. Clear PVC rather. And it's painted pretty decently to look like smoke, but on some angles it actually winds up looking like ice, like a dirtied ice, so to speak. Hit the camera there. Sorry about that. So yeah, it looks cool. It looks cool from behind the characters. Again, depending on where your light source is and up on your collection, it's going to be fine. But when you get really up close and personal with it, and I don't know how they could have done this any differently, is that where it's clear here, it almost comes across as like, because it's shiny, kind of like ice-like, as opposed to a little bit more of a matte color. So I don't know if they should have colored in more and used extra layers for darker and lighter, because over here you don't really notice it that much because, again, it's not totally clear and see-through. But again, smoke is supposed to be kind of see-through, so look, especially over here in the back. Take a look at the back one. It's got like an ice look to it, right? But that's being super nitpicky. It's actually really just, it's fine, and it totally adds to the statue. As a matter of fact, I'd rather have it than not have it, because it just fills in. It gives you that little bit of extra, like, oh snap, look in the background, it even has some smoke coming out. Totally capturing the look of the Dark Knight from The Dark Knight Returns. I think the look in the Frank Miller art here is borderline perfect. There's a little bit of paint imperfections around the actual bat symbol, but that's fine too, because to me things like that is like the costumes being worn. He goes through a hell in the comic itself, so that's fine. I don't mind that. To me, in my head, it's just a little bit of battle damage. The ears are perfectly molded and just the right size, and he's got that Dark Knight Returns grimace, and the body is chunky and meaty and massive, and just totally encapsulates the Frank Miller Batman. And Carrie looks really good too. I love the that the eyes are actually painted underneath and the glasses are see-through. So I think that was a good idea because you could actually see a little bit, underneath there, which is very well done. Again, the paint colors could have been a little bit darker, but other than that, man, I got to tell you, this is a freaking home run, especially for the price point. And look, I could kiss this, Diamond Select's ass all day long. I really like this statue. This is like my favorite piece from them, pretty much. I looked through their whole website, and I was like, I really like this. This one stuck out to me the most. Collecting statues doesn't have to be something that's going to break the bank. This statue right here, MSRP is for around $70. You might be able to find it for a little bit less than that. And it's got some nice size. It's not so heavy. Well, actually, no, it actually does have some weight to it now that I'm grabbing it. This is about 3 pounds, maybe 4 pounds for the statue. So it's pretty good. It represents the coolest, or one of the coolest, that is, Batman stories of all time. And Diamond Select really did an excellent job of representing the characters. Now, compared to the pre-order pictures, the colors are a little bit duller. I don't know if there was a color correction after the fact. We spoke about that earlier in the review. Although this looks really awesome on like the edge of like your mantle or a detaf, or like kind of just peering out over. You put it to an edge of something like in your collection, and it looks so great just staring out down at you. Again, you don't have to break the bank for these things, all right? If for an entry-level collectible, as far as getting into the statue market's concerned, I think this is a great way to start. And Diamond does a really excellent job with these type of statues. I know this is a little bit older of a statue, and there's a million other reviews already on YouTube. But hey, look, the guys over at Diamond Select were cool enough to send this over. I saw this. I was over the moon about it. And I got it in my collection. I put it right on my mantle underneath my television here. And I just think it looks absolutely great. This ain't going nowhere. I wish I had the box for you guys. I actually threw the box out immediately because I loved it so much I wasn't getting rid of it. I wasn't going to give it away. This is something that's going to be staying in my collection. And hopefully it'll stay in yours. Thanks for watching, everybody. We hope you enjoyed the review. Make sure to like and subscribe. Check the information down below if you guys want to purchase this. Also, we have merchandise available and all that other good stuff. We thank you once again for watching, and we'll catch you on a future episode. Hope that wasn't too robotic for you. Take care.